read off my name.
My beloved is beautiful. He's dazzling and excellent. My beloved is beautiful. My beloved is beautiful. He's dazzling and excellent. My beloved is beautiful. He stands alone. He stands alone.
Hi.
Hi, Steven. Happy birthday. Love you.
Hi.
You should be awake. Hi, Steven. Why are you recording? It's your birthday.
Hi.
Yeah, we should do
Happy birthday, Steven. You're awesome. You're my daddy, and I love you. I love you more than any of your children.
Hi, Steven.
If I don't have love,
Happy birthday.
what have I?
Love Peter Joe.
It's Peter Joe.
If I don't have love,
Hi, Peter.
what have I? What is sown in love will never be taken away. For love is the currency of heaven forever. So if I don't have love, what have I? If I don't have love, what have I?
Mama, thank you for always being there for me, for listening to me, and for caring about me. And I love you.
Wow, what is it?
It's Monopoly.
Oh my gosh. I'm in the picture.
Before coming here, I didn't really like going to church. I didn't like opening to people. And whenever I came here, like, I couldn't even believe myself that I opened to you. And it was crazy because I don't talk to anybody. I don't like communicate with anybody. It was really hard for me to let someone in. And like what you told me to forgive my dad, like a lot of people told me to forgive my dad, but I couldn't. I carried this anger in me, and it's crazy that like I actually forgave my dad whenever you told me to, and like I felt better. And before like going to the church, like I would protect myself, like I would be mean to other people because I don't want to get hurt. Because whenever I open to someone, I always get and like end up getting hurt, and they would hurt me. And it was crazy how I opened to you. And like after going to church, I felt like I want to be a better person, and I've been nicer to people, and like I love going to church now. Like I actually like wait till Friday. Like I'm really excited when I go to church, and like every time I go, like I want to invite someone with me, like 'cause you changed my life. And, like, today I cried so much because the Lord loves me so much. He's willing to give up everything just so me. My mom, He gave my mom the strength just to go to church now. I just thank Him so much, and I thank you guys for everything. Without you guys, I don't know what would have happened. I mean, I came to you guys and you guys invited me into your life like this, and I feel like I have so much family, and I feel just so loved. I've never had that before, but just because I've been you guys.
Welcome.
Thank the person next to you.
And I'm like, you know what I'm gonna say? You know, we've been through so much, you know. Like, thank you, it's not even enough.
Don't make me cry.
There's so much that you did for me and for all of us. And the love that you show us is just unbelievable. Like, I don't think anyone has seen love like that. Like, serious.
Jesus.
And I want to say thank you, but I don't want to say again. This is not enough. I love this.
First off, I want to say thank you for all you do for us, like on behalf of everyone. Like you go like above and beyond what even some of our fathers do for us. And I want to thank you for all the prayers and all the patience you've had with me, because I know you need some.
Okay, as Jerry said, you know, you're a father to all of us, to every youth, and even though I hated you at first, and I didn't really like you, you still accepted me and you still loved me, and I miss my, you know, son and father time with you and going out to eat and just telling you about what I'm going through and all the struggles. I think that you are the most wonderful dad that my God has given me to make me grow up and to teach me so many things. I love you so much.
I really love you, like Mom. I just really want to thank you for everything. And you let me meet all these wonderful people.
From all these wonderful people.
Aren't they great?
Already, man.
The first time I saw you, I was like, oh God, it's an adult that spins you around and dances and worships you. I want to meet him, man. He's so weird. But I liked it. It was good. Very open. And Steven, I love you so much, and you're so different from so many people. You're so different, and regardless of how much it looks fine, someone like you, you're so different, but it's a good thing. The patience and the grace that God has given you for me and many others is enduring, and it's growing, and it's keeping you, and I just want to tell you that God made you different because you break through so many walls, and it's a good thing.
You're very different from a lot of people. In a good way, in a godly way.
Oh, look at his face now.
No, but I love you. And you're a good dad. You're replaceable, I guess. Okay, I'm sure you are. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Steven, I really appreciate you having you in my life, because I don't really have a father figure in my life, so I really just love you so much. And when I was going through a time and I didn't have a leader at church, because I don't know, I guess that was my fault, or not my fault, but I just didn't talk to any of you guys. But then when I started talking to you, you made me feel safe. I really appreciate that. Okay. Well, when I first went to the church, you called me on the stage, and before you even said anything, I just busted out crying. And you told me everything I was going through, and it made me cry, and it made me want to go back. And then as time passed by, you always wanted me to be on the right path, and I wasn't obedient, and then I learned my lesson. I'm just really happy to have you always been for me. As a father too, because I don't have the best dad. And every time I will come to you and just look at you, like by just looking at you, you'd know something was wrong with me. And don't cry.
No, I think God's doing something too. She's opening up to her dad. God's healing her some father wounds. So let's just stretch out your hands to her and just, Lord, just bless her heart, God. God, I ask for a deeper revelation of your love.
No, a lot of people say this too, but like a good father figure, but my father figure in my life, because I really don't know my real dad, he's just been like angry and really, he's made me really hard. He made my heart really hard, and Steven's made my heart really soft.
You know, you guys, how many of you guys believe God is here? How many of you guys believe God is here? We're going to bless his heart to even get more soft, right? Stretch out your hands with me, okay?
I just want to say that I love you. You were always as a father to me, and you were there for me when, even though I didn't really want to be called out. I always remember this, that every week I went to church, you would call me out because of my dad. It's just, I'm very thankful that you called me out, because I was I didn't know, but I was very miserable at the time, and that you've taken, you've showed me how a real father should be, and I thank you for that, and I really love you.
Is this my birthday or Father's Day?
So I remember when I first met you, it was like a year after we had moved out away from our dad, and you had taught Sunday school, and he was there. I remember it was like funny though, and after that, like every time I would see you, you'd like pick me up and spin me around, and you'd hug me, and you were like always the dad I never had. And even now, like over the years, I've always gotten close to you. I've always like stayed over here in Bel Air and everything. If it wasn't for you, I probably wouldn't have. And like when I hadn't been able to come for a while, I came back, and you would take me out to eat banh mi, even though you wanted like chocolate or something.
She likes my
And I just like the time that we spent together, just sitting there, and something, the love that you've shown me, and all the time you talked to me, it's really special.
Yeah, I noticed that it's everybody talks about the time spent, not about the sermons or the time we spent in church and all that. I think it's so important that we realize that it's more than just church. You know? It's being able to listen to one another. That's so important. As far as this, we want to build a culture that listens to each other, and that's why most of the love is imparted through listening.
I remember one of my first memories of you coming to BBC. You prayed for me to receive deliverance, and then it was on a Friday night, and then on the Sunday morning right after that, in the CLC right before lunch, you asked me if I was okay. And I said, yeah, sure, I think so. And then you gathered a whole bunch of people to come pray for me. And then I got KO'd like on the floor of the CLC. I don't see it. And, you know, 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 I don't see it. And, I just have so much respect and so much admiration for the man that you are. Even seeing all these youth pour out their love on you because of the love that you poured out on them, it gives me a model for the type of father I'd like to be to my own children in the future. And I know that you're a good man and that you are really a blessing to so many people and many more people than even you realize. Happy birthday.
I just want to thank you, I mean, for your patience and, I mean, you've been there, you know, like, since the beginning. And, you know, I must have been a pain in the butt. Like, all those things, you know, all that, you know, yeah, he's like, you know, all the deliverance and all the craziness. Hey, thank you.
And so you're just like really natural with everybody, and every relationship you had was completely tender, and the love was real. And I just love the way that you give grace to everyone who asks you for anything, and you're giving, and you're so generous with just anything that you have. And I don't know, I never really got to talk to you. We haven't really gotten to know each other, but I hope that changes, because you're awesome.
You live so far away.
Yeah.
Like, I never had a relationship with you back then until that one day I saved you. Remember?
Yeah, he fell over on the floor. People thought I hit him. He got saved and fell over.
I grew up with this church. Like, I grew up with the church, and back then I just went to church that my mom and dad made me. I didn't really believe in anything. I thought jumping around was weird and stuff. And to this day, he prayed for me at St. Mart, and that day is the day that I truly felt the love of God and how good He is and what He's done for us. And recently, Stephen, like, I've been trying to get away from you because the things you told me, I thought they were weird, but now that I look back, you only did that for my benefit, and you never meant to hurt me or anything. And I'm thankful. I was just so amazed how selfless you were, how loving you were, how giving you were, and how easy you are just to come up to someone and say hi and not be afraid. You know, even till now, even though like I feel like I don't want to talk to you anymore because I feel like there's been distance, and I just don't feel like that I should talk to you anymore because I don't know. I feel like there should be distance, and I don't want to keep it like that. But that's not true. And I found someone that I can talk to, someone that I can call, and that I can say my problems to, and not be afraid to get judged. And happy birthday, Steven.
Like, my church, I couldn't find God. Like, I mean, like, I told people that I found him. I don't want to cry.
My brother brought me here, and before then, like, I thought I knew God, but I really didn't because, like, I blamed myself for a lot of things, and I didn't have, like, a good relationship with my family and stuff, and I felt like I ruined, like, every relationship. Like, I get in with people, like, even with my friends, like, I feel like it's all my fault, and I'm, like, very shameful of a lot of things I do, but when I came here, like, I got saved from it, and And I felt really like safe here, and I felt like really at home.
I'm really thankful that you're always there for me every time when I needed it. Especially at that time when I got in a big accident with my dad. And if it weren't for you, and if you didn't like stay on the phone with me and try to pray for him, I don't know what would have happened. And I really appreciate it. And for all those other times when you prayed for me, and I love you.
So, of all the people in the room, I don't know if there's anybody else that you spent more time with, or given more to, or been more of a blessing to than me. I'm really thankful for you. And I know I've said this before, but I kind of feel like the reason that God sent you to Texas was only because of me, and everything else is like bonus. Really, I know that God was like, there's this white girl in Houston, and she's really messed up, and she needs so much healing and deliverance and healing. And
Exactly.
I mean, I couldn't be happier that God sent you into my life, and you are such a dad to me, and I feel so blessed that God would waste His best people on me. And that's how I feel about you, that, you know, you do pour out your life to everyone, and you do it so freely. And I just feel like, wow, God, you know, that as you're pouring Him out, that you would waste Him on me is really special. And I really love the way that God expresses Himself through you. And everybody keeps talking about how much love you have, and how loving you are, and what a great dad you are, and how loving you are, and how much love you show, and all those things. But I know why that is, and that's because you're so full of God's love, and you've received very well from Him, and so you have so much to give away. And I definitely don't know that I've ever met anyone else like you. Like, I don't probably know if there's anyone less selfish than you, and more willing to take the middle of the night phone calls without complaint, and do deliverance at all hours, and hear countless, endless dreams. And mine are long.
Donna.
But I just want to celebrate you on your birthday, and I really love you. I couldn't love you more, probably. I'll find out. Thank you for everything.
What is sown in love will never be taken away. For love is the currency of heaven forever. So if I don't have love,